Hello friends, in this video we are going to create the sunflower card from your kit. And in your kit for this card you should have your your card base and an embossed front panel. You'll have 3 pieces for your sunflower, which is the base piece, an overlay, which is, boy, I love this die, and a center flower piece. You will also have a piece of the gingham ribbon that you're going to just cut in half. So I have that done already. You're going to cut that in half. You'll also have a piece of twine that I've already tied into a bow, and 2 of these beautiful kind of lace leaves, and a panel to do stamp a word or sentiment. And for this one, I am using one of the stamps from the set. So this is the Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set. It's very, very pretty. I'm going to use the Thanks a Bunch, and I've already stamped it in one of the new in colors for this year called Jade. Actually, it's just Jade. So I've already stamped that. That's going to be my sentiment for the front of this card. So I wanted to go over a few things from that we're using in this card, just in case you are interested. And also wanted to point out, so the July host code, I'll hold this up so that you can take a screenshot if you'd like. The July host code for any orders online is right here for you, and that will provide you with points towards your customer appreciation. So for this card, we are using items from the brand new catalog. So this catalog has just come out. This is the June 2020 through May of 2021. If you haven't received your catalog yet, just give me a shout and we can make arrangements to get that to you. I have some here at my house. So we are going to use the this. It's just so beautiful. From this set, there are 2 stamp sets that are being in this suite. This is a huge big suite of product, like $180, so it's a lot of stuff. But we're just going to use the sunflowers bundle from this suite for this card. We're also using the ribbon. It's a bundle. We're not using the paper for this card. And here's what the stamp set looks like in the catalog. So the stamp set on its own is $24. If you get it with the dies, which the dies are what you've got in your kit, because as I've mentioned, I can't stamp in kits and put them in the mail. So you can only stamp if you're in person. So the dies with the stamp set for a bundle is $51.25. So that's what we're using here. Here are a few of the dies that I haven't used yet, that I wasn't using in this, but here are the ones that I've used for this card. So this one does the outside of the large sunflower stamp, but we're going to use it in this card again because I can't stamp. Just going to use it with cardstock. And then this one, which is just beautiful. I love this so much. This to me is worth the price of the set. I love this. And so I have die cut this golden color for you that's going to overlay. And just as a note, I've seen some samples where they've die cut this and then put like a center image over top. I don't have anything. Okay, just imagine this top of this glitter bottle is like a piece maybe that you've stamped on, and then these flower petals are like just a decorative background. It's just so pretty. Anyway, so I love that very much. And then I also used this open leaf. So it comes with dies that do the solid leaves so that you could stamp and get, all that variation and then die cut it out. And then they also have this one that does the sort of open leaf piece that you could also overlay over top of a stamped image. But for, again, without stamping, I've done the die cuts for you. So that's what's in, and then of course the little centerpiece too. So that's what's in this bundle. And I have put together a little cheat sheet of all the things. So again, if you want to take a screenshot of this, this goes over, this is the bundle we're using, and there's the code and price for the bundle. We're also using ribbon from the ribbon combo pack. And the ribbon combo pack is, it comes with 3 sets, 3 different spools of ribbon. And in the combo pack, there is 5 yards of the gingham, 5 yards of the Whisper White, and this Whisper White is really pretty. It's a little bit see-through, so it's really, really pretty ribbon. And we're going to use this on a different card in your kit. And then the this blue, silver, and white twine, also very pretty. There's 10 yards of that. So that's the ribbon combo pack for $10. We used the Argyle embossing folder to do the background piece for the front of the card. And then we're going to use, we're actually not going to use this, but I wanted to show you this because it's a kind of a cool tip. So Stampin' Up! Sells these sponges. You get 3 for $4. And trust me, you can use that one set of 3 for a very long time. I actually have them and I cut them. So I buy these and then I just cut them into like wedges, just like so. And then this is what I use for like coloring, inking the background. So if I wanted to like get a little bit of ink and just put some on the edge, I would use this, get it on the ink pad. And so they're really handy. And I'm going to show you a little trick today that uses those sponges. And then also in one of our other cards in this kit, we're also using the sponges with some ink. So I wanted to point that out to you. Also going to use the multi-purpose glue. This is a great adhesive. The Just Jade ink is what I used to stamp the Thanks a Bunch. And the Just Jade ink, say that 12 times. This is part of the new in colors for 2020 through 2022. So Stampin' Up! Comes out with 5 new in colors that last for 2 years each. And this is part of the new in color set. An ink on its own is $7.50. If you are interested in the in color bundle that gets you all 5 ink pads, you end up saving 10%. And so that would be $33.75. So if you are interested in any of these products, go ahead and take a screenshot of that, and then you'll have all the information you need. All right, so moving on to, now that we've got all that out of the way, it's time to put our card together. So let's start with our card base, and we're just going to go ahead and fold that in half. And I like to use a bone folder just to get a nice crease on that card. And then we're going to go ahead and attach the Argyle embossed cardstock piece. It's kind of nice to do a tone on tone. I actually had first designed this card by using a light yellow, and it just wasn't doing it for me. And so I just resorted to tone on tone, and I just think that's really pretty. So we're going to go ahead and put that down just flat. And then we're going to start to build our sunflower. So this is where I wanted to show you a little tip. If you're ever working with something that's very intricate and delicate like this, and you want to get adhesive on the back, that can be challenging. So here's a little tip that I've seen somebody do before. I'm not going to actually do that because I am going to let all of these pieces be loose. So I'm only going to adhere down this more solid piece and let these be loose. But I wanted to show you a tip, and that's to take like this sponge and some of your liquid glue, whatever liquid glue you're using, apply some liquid glue onto here. Let me get this guy, oop, there we go. And then on a scrap piece of paper, just go ahead and you can just all over like this. Hold it in place so that you're not moving it around and getting the front into any excess glue that has spilled out. But it's just a real easy way to get it on really fast. Now I'll go ahead and do that for this centerpiece. Once I had one little die cut piece that hadn't come out. So I'll go ahead and do that here, but I just wanted to show you what an easy way to get your glue on your piece. Now, I want you to see that what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to line it up. So you could line this overlay piece directly with the bottom piece, but I actually like the look of it not lined up so that I've got a lot of different dimension and variation. So I could have, like I said, lined this up perfectly with the piece underneath, but I wanted to do it this way. So there we go, and I've got that glued down. So that was just a little tip I wanted to share with you. I always like to share tips if I can. So, okay, so we've got that, and then, you know, I have to have some mounting tape somewhere, right, on one of my pieces. So I'm going to mount this center piece so that it pops up. Just go ahead and put that on there. And there's lots of things you can do with the center of the sunflower. You could add some glitter. You could add some beads. That would be really pretty, actually. Some beads. And if you did that, I would use probably a glue like the fine tip glue, because it will dry clear and it will hold beads quite well. Red line tape also works well, but it might be a little bit hard to get a round piece for the center. But anyway, beads would look really pretty as well. So those are just some ideas that you can do with this. All right, so now I've got my 2 pieces of the gingham ribbon, and these are just going to be extra pieces to go along with my leaves. So I just want to add a little extra fun to this flower. So it's going to look something like that. I'm going to do the same thing over here with my other leaf. And so I just kind of want to get an idea of where I want them to go. And then I've got my word piece can really be anywhere. It could be down this low, maybe with my ribbon. Oh, I do like that. I also thought about having it come across the flower, so that would be another option. We could have it, glue it down here with a little mounting tape back here. I might do that. I haven't actually decided where I want that. And then I want this little piece of twine to kind of be near in the top corner of my my word panel. So, I think I like that better than down here, but those are some options for you. All right, so now that I feel pretty good about this layout, I'm gonna get my pieces ready. And what I wanna do is, I'm gonna actually stick a glue dot on my gingham ribbon pieces, just so I can keep them the way I want them. So I'm gonna just get that like that, okay? And now at least I don't have to worry about that. So I need another glue dot for this piece. Oh, he wants to stick to my fingernail and not to the ribbon. All right. And let's see, I like my long part of my tail on the inside so that it's going out like that. Okay, so again, that's just a little extra to kind of keep them the way I want them. And now I'm going to attach my leaves to the back of the flowers, just because I think that's going to be easier. And so I'm going to do that also with glue dots. I think I'm not going to use, I prefer these sheets of glue dots. They just work a lot better for me than the roll. So I'm going to go ahead get a glue dot on this. And right about there. And then I want a glue dot also for the ribbon. So I'll just put that on the back of the flower, and then I can kind of look at it and see exactly how I want that ribbon to go. I think right there, like that. Okay, so this is going to be my bottom piece because the top piece I want the ribbon actually over here. So I think it's going to go like that. All right, so now I'm going to put a glue dot on the bottom front of this, just so I can then tuck it in, I think right there. Okay, and then also a glue dot for my other ribbon piece. Oh, I love those little pieces that just want to stick everywhere. All right, so I'm going to grab that glue dot onto the ribbon and then put it in place, I think right there. All right, so now I have my whole piece together, and I think I'm going to lay this down flat because I want my word panel to be on top, and I think that'll be too much height. So I think I'm going to just glue this down flat so I can use just my double-sided tape to go ahead and put that down. And I'm going to try and keep my pieces from kind of going too far. They could go a little bit over the edge, but not too far because then it won't fit into the envelope very well. All right, so I think I have it the way I want it. That's down nice. Now this one is going to be flat adhesive here, but a pop dot out here because you know, there is some height here that it has to make up for. So I will put a piece of mounting tape out here, a dimensional, and I think I'll go with a glue dot on this end. So go ahead and put that down. Remove my backing here, and then just get this where I want it. I think right there. All right, so see how having the mounting tape out here but glue here kind of keeps it a little more flat. And then for this piece of twine, so you'll just tie it into a bow, and then I'm going to use my take your pick tool with this pop dot, or this glue dot, sorry, and I'm just going to kind of roll it so that it's a little more straight and not round, because there just isn't a lot of material on the twine to cover up a big round glue dot. And then I'm going to just get my twine kind of going the way I want, and then push it in, and then everything will stay. And there you go, there's your card. I really, I'm telling you, as soon as I saw the sunflowers in the new catalog, I knew I had to have that because it's just so pretty. I've seen some really beautiful things done with it where they've done a pink flower and like I said, used this flower piece just for a background behind a circle word panel or something. It's just really pretty. So hopefully I'll get more samples for you using this, and you'll get to see how beautiful it really is, and I hope you enjoyed that card. Thank you.